Hi everyone. How is the world doing? How are you doing? I wonder if I could have done a better job. Could I have? Probably. Too much, not too much emphasis on the greatness of the picture. I just want to just show, you know? So, I'm doing, I don't know if you've seen my last about intuition, in the midst of my art and my life, the therapeutic aspects of what intuition has meant. And I'm going back, even though going back is going to, sometimes going back to certain situations doesn't help the intuition, right? But then I realized sometimes you gotta go back in the dark, right? To ground yourself. So you could learn from that. And what was the mistake of the mistake? Meaning, like, I thought about it when I was drawing this, right? It's pretty dark, you know. The groundedness is there, right? The steps that I'm taking in the midst of the darkness is there, right? I'm purifying myself with water, you know. I'm grounding myself in nature. But then you can see how, in memories, how you forgot yourself. But then it's not just about yourself. It's like you see people through you, but every aspect of it is you. So fucking weird. So, like, I understand a psychic now. I understand like an empathic person or a highly clairvoyant, whatever these words mean. I understand them now because they use the emotions, but not the way, I'm not saying regular humans, because are we all regular humans? They use their emotions in a different way, right? It's more like, yeah, you observe your emotions, and it's not about the things that you've been through, right? Because everything is you. Like, that's what I've learned. Everything that has encountered in my area, in my world, has been really me, which is not a bad thing, but it is a learning experience of wisdom. But then you think about all the times that you didn't listen to your wisdom. So that's what I realized. Like, in the midst of the darkness, right? I go in here to find myself, to try to ground myself, to try to take steps within the groundiness, to maybe purify myself in water. So it's crazy. I'm not just doing the aspect of the drawing, which is like spiritual for me, and physical, but like I'm learning other aspects. Like I'm learning, even asking my mom about culture, about spirituality, and how to incite the intuition, because I didn't lose my intuition, I kind of lost myself. And then it's like you think about life in that way, like, wow. And it's like, it's kind of like a bittersweet feeling. You know, things that you think about could be sad, but then it could be like beautiful because you figured out some part of your life. Like, yeah, life isn't all that amazing to cracked up to be, but now I just learned something about my life. Am I gonna change this? Because sometimes we're in life and we're not changing aspects of ourselves. We're continuing to be the same human we were yesterday. That's what's wrong with us, right? We cycle back around. Try not to leave things behind. Not learning from experiences, right? Right? Like not understanding consequences. I mean, sometimes we are ignorant, but once you become the unignorant person, you can't like come up with excuses that you're ignorant anymore. Like once you just know. I remember going on, I don't want to say that word because I don't like these things. Going in the path the step of my knowing. I don't want to say spirituality because it sounds so tainted. Everybody's spiritual now. Oh my god, like that wasn't part of us. Like, ooh, we were born physical people. We completely forgot that we're spiritual. So I don't want to say that because then it sounds like a thing, all right? We, like, were created in this existence, and it's like, I can't even victimize myself. That is what's crazy. It's crazy. I'm an Aquarius. So every time I start, like, victimizing myself, I get upset with myself. It's like I'm acting. It sounds weird. I don't know any Aquarius feels that way. It's just that I'm like, I can't do that. Like, that's just not me. Who's that? Oh, that can't be me. Just take it on the chin and just smile and realize you just learned something about yourself. So, these are the things that I learn about myself. Like, when I go into my dark side, when I am hugging on a tree, like, the thought process of how it makes me feel, the steps of life that I have to take. This is one of the steps, and I fear that I had to deal with. If you looked at my past videos, I felt like I was dealing with a lot of fear. I'm like, where does this fear come from? Yeah. But now I'm like into my intuition. Like, when does my intuition step in? Right? It's stepping in now, because people will gaslight your intuition. But it's crazy. I would know it too, and then I would gaslight myself, and then I realized everything that they gaslighted about me, I gaslighted about myself. So they was mirroring the gaslight, even though it's two different type of lies. But it's just, it's a lie. A lie is a lie. I mean, if you know. And then I learned once I started doing art. It's like when you're with the art, it's like you are who you are. Like, it's like you're trying to figure out yourself. You're trying to understand yourself. You're trying to sometimes make meaning to certain things that you draw. Some people don't. I'm not saying other people do this what I do. Some people just draw things outwardly and it makes them feel. I usually do outwardly sometimes, but I do internal work at the same time. And we're not always going through the same thing. We're always going through different experiences, but maybe the same thing. You get what I'm saying? In different ways. You know what I'm saying? But different faces. That's why I don't even speak of subjects. Like, I don't go internally on one specific subject because pain is pain. You know what I'm saying? Hurt is hurt. Happiness is happiness. Like, somebody might be happy they got a job. Somebody's happy a baby was born, you know? These are feelings. Feelings change, you know what I'm saying? Things change, life changes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes learning about yourself is like, it's I observe myself in those type of ways to learn about myself, to take it, to be like, I don't want to do that again. So let me see where I misstepped here. Sometimes it could be hard because it's like you're fighting against yourself, but you're fighting against, it's fighting against your world, but trying to see yourself outwardly, but not trying to get worked into it. Sounds very weird because there's parasites in this world and there's other things in this world. There's mosquitoes in this world, literally, right? But so to me, everything is like a learning experience. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that intuition could be intimidating, especially if you don't listen to it, right? But art has shown me how that all makes sense. I was meant to be here. I was meant to be talking in this space. Did I want to go through anything in the life of span that I maybe not, but I have to say I learned something because it sounds good. So, and like ignoring your intuition could be a deadly experience or it could be a good one. There's people that are in bad situations because they ignored their intuition, but they probably did on a higher magnitude. Yeah, like some people are in jail because of a situation that's worse than what the hell am I doing? Start a Q&A. Let's see. Can I do that, guys? Best way to eat an Oreo. What the hell? That's a bad one. I don't want that one. Can we do another one? with video. What's happened? The video is not good? I think the video is working. But like being intimidated of your intuition in the world that we live in, sometimes you can see people in their life and you're like, did they even listen to their intuition? Like, where was the intuition? Then you have the higher magnitude, then you have the smaller magnitudes. I mean, they're all ignoring the intuition, right? Hi, Ashton. So, like, ignoring your intuition is like the worst thing you can do in life. Like, because it's innately part of you. You're born with these things. But sometimes we go further away from these things. So this is where I'm at. I'm at it on a physical stance, and I'm at it on an artist sense, and I'm at it on a anything. You know what I'm saying? My stone sense, my mind sense, my nose sense, my lip sense. So it's like I've been gaslighted in this world, but we've been gaslighted by the world. So how can we really listen to our intuition? This is the question. And I wonder. Okay, I want to ask everybody, how can we listen to our intuition? Yeah. Anybody has any answers? Start it. How can we listen to our intuition? Like, how can we make it bigger, make it grander? Like, what can we do to align more with our intuition? Because the world is so logical that it forgot that that's why being a psychic isn't maybe real, or other things are not real. Your spidey senses are tingling, but that might not be real. Okay, that cold feeling you feel in your neck might not be real. It's not a chill. Okay, or maybe that ear that you hear ringing, maybe it's not real. Or maybe that gut feeling, maybe it's not real. When you need to leave, is you're ignoring, is it not real, right? So our body tells us things that's real. So how can we listen to our body? That is the question. How can we listen to our intuition, which could be your body and your mind? Anybody have like answers? I mean, I don't know. I feel it's a full circle. There's no real good answer, but just to listen, right? But how can we exacerbate the listening? How can we really understand that this intuition thing is a real game changer, okay? It could change your life, and maybe it could change other people. Some people might not need to go to jail. Some people might not need to be like, yo, I knew my intuition told me not to go with my brother to the store because I know his dumb ass was gonna rob it. Now I'm in jail with him. Or like, this could take you further away, or your intuition saying, I think I need to go check something in my left, you know what I'm saying, my right, cervical, whatever, my clavicle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so why is the intuition so far? And how can we heighten it? Well, let me just give my opinion. Like I said, I feel like how you can heighten it is really seeing where you're creating a mistake at. First of all, where did you let the intuition leave you if you do have a problem? Because some people do listen to their intuition. So I don't want to make this a everybody thing. So some people are highly connected to their intuition. Nobody could tell them anything, which is amazing. If you're on here, just give your information. But as I'm learning is, in order to redirect it, is to see where you're sensitive at. So the sensitivity is where the mistake was at, right? And then maybe you get under that mistake, so when you see it again, you be like, ah. And we're living in a world of, you see me, you don't see me, you see me. There's always a trickster. There's always a gaslighter. There's always a person that's always trying to invade, right? So what you gotta do is you always gotta remember. Maybe you write yourself something. Maybe you remind yourself in a book. Maybe you remember I seen that. There's a reason why I keep seeing that. Oh man, I woke up today and I had this weird feeling. Maybe I shouldn't leave at 2. Maybe I should leave at 5. Right? You know, the repeated things, the things that we do. And then when you start getting your spiritual intuition game up, you start practicing other things. Like, you know, if you speak to God, hi, the Ridgeway Report, how you doing? Maybe you start speaking to God about trusting your intuition. Or maybe you affirm about your intuition. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you start getting confident about your intuition. I have no idea. The Ridgeway Report, what do you do for intuition? Like to listen to your intuition, to innately know when something is right, but something you can't innately see, you know. But what do you do if you want to answer? Because nobody else answered. Because I don't got enough people today. But it's okay. Because, you know, I'm working on that and I'm doing my art. You know what I'm saying? I be intuitively drawing. You know what I'm saying? I be intuitively drawing. So I feel like, hold on, I'm typing. yeah, no problem. So I feel like reminding yourself is a thing. Like I feel like me writing, saying, "Oh, remember this. Remember you can't talk to this person till 10 because you got things to do. This person's gonna might mess with you, so it's gonna throw off your intuition. It's gonna throw off what you gotta do for yourself. That's part of your intuition. Like that's part of what you gotta do, so you can be okay. Because when your intuition is off, I feel like everything is off. I mean, when you're not good, I mean, your intuition is off. I realized, even like these, like your senses be off. I don't know. It's like your antennas is off. It's like I forgot what. So when you're not feeling good, your intuition isn't as strong as it should be. You trust your gut. You see, that's intuition. Then, but why do we not trust our gut? That's the question now. I want. You trust the gut, but why is it that then people go into situations that they didn't need to be in, and they're like, oh damn, my head was hurting that day. My gut did tell me, but it's like, damn, I ignored it. My stomach told me I had to go do a number 2. Your intuition is based on past decisions. So your intuition is only as good as your past decisions have been. That makes sense, because I did just say that I'm going into my past to recollect where I ignored my intuition. I had my intuition, I just ignored it like it didn't mean anything. A lot of the decisions that I made, I knew it, but it's like I fell in the water anyways. So, I mean, it's still there. It's just I ignored them. So, I get that makes sense too. But it's not even about me. We do it every day. Because then we'll be in situations where our intuition told us. You always hear that. Something told me not to do that. But who was this something? You mean you? I mean, who was it? So it's good to be a great person so your intuition leads you down a good path. That's true. That's true. I think it's always good. You're right. It's good to be a good person. Yeah, so you could always have the good karmas come to you. But then I feel like it's good to like have your mind clear to make the best decisions, because then I feel like your intuition could be wrong too, because paranoia hits and probably your intuition's off, you're completely off. So, and all these other psychological issues that are not real in my mind, but whatever. But I feel like just be grateful you have it, because some of us don't have that voice and repeat the same pain over and over. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get into. So this is my new process, my intuition, like little things, small things, affirming, praying, writing to myself, drawing. Worry, worry is your brain unable to process pain. Worry is your brain unable to process the past pain. That's true. That is true. Or I don't worry, but I do have, what's the word again? When you rethink, what's that called again? You play over experiences. I've done that before. It doesn't work for me. So that's why I draw. I draw because I will replay something and it's better to do this. See this? It's better to do this. If anybody's an overthinker or some type of, it's better to do this. If you were able to reconcile what happened before, you wouldn't worry because you will know what to do. This is why we should reflect often. Yes, reflect on decisions. So how can we listen to our intuition? Do we reflect on decisions that we make? I mean, that could be a good one. Reflect on decisions that we make. Maybe, so we can get better at it. And then I believe your intuition does get stronger once you start loving yourself, knowing your worth, being strong in it and confident so nobody could break that. And I think the sky is the limit. Never falling in love with being right or wrong, just right. But I mean, never falling in love with being right or wrong, just refining our intuition. You're right. I mean, we will step, you're right, because I feel like right or wrong is just kind of like a misconception. We're always going to do something right or wrong, right? And another thing, too, I see myself in that type of way. I see myself as that I probably done things to people that I wasn't too proud of, but guess what? We all deserve grace, right? So I'm on here to tell the people I'm refining my intuition. And I feel like I want to help the world in a small micro. Because I'm just a nobody. That's somebody. That's a nobody. That's a somebody. That's a somebody nobody. You know what I'm saying? There is a degree of wrong in every right, and you're right, because I guess there's no balance in that. There's no balance in that situation. But we try to do the best things. Let's deal with the rules of life. Let's not steal, let's not lie, let's not kill, let's not do certain things so our heart could be as clean as possible, right? You know what I'm saying? We step on somebody's shoe, so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's by mistake. I so sorry. That's what you say. I so sorry. I didn't mean to step on your shoe. So I think that is my new thing now. I'm on the intuition. And I'm thinking of doing something more like therapeutic. I don't know yet. So hopefully everybody's on the new journey for me. I feel like I want to break the ties of my mind. The wrong in every right is humility. The right in every wrong is growth. Yes, Sensei. I agree. We're not perfect people, which is what makes us human. Sometimes we want this godly aspect, but it's not real. That's not real. And we forget that it's not real. It's not real. And we're not God. I don't believe in that either. I know people be saying that. I am not God, okay? So I'm not about to take no. So I don't see life in that type of way, but I get that is true. But we could do the best we can do by growing and showing up, right? Yes, the Ridgeway report. You know what I'm saying? We could do the best we can, all right? And I feel like doing this drawing and this artistry has taught me so much. It has taught me that there's some things inside of me internally that I need to just let go of. I mean, we're always saying that. It sounds so good. Let go of this, let go of that. Yeah, you say it, but we don't ever really do it. Because I feel like if we had a better healed society, would we go be I'm not about to get into society. Anyways, let me just talk about what I'm going through. Well, I mean, not really what I'm going through. I'm trying to generalize it, but not to generalize it too far in. But the things that we go through outwardly makes us who we are. But we talk about letting go, but letting go is not the way we think it should be. You know, life isn't fair. I used to be upset about things like that. Life isn't fair, but it's never fair. And I realized I can just draw that. You get what I'm saying? Everything leads to this. I just be drawing. I draw my pain, my hurt, my happiness, my gladness, my thoughts, my whatever. My left eye hurt. You know what I'm saying? My left kidney hurt. You know what I'm saying? My stomach, my small intestines hurt. You know what I'm saying? I draw this. Life is never fair when it's not fair in our faith. I know. I know. And then you have to be the bigger spirit if you know better, and that's a little hard too, because you trying to be petty. I be trying to be sometimes. Oh my God! And you like now you can't be petty, because if you petty, it's gonna come and get you. Yeah. You can't take the. You can't be petty. You get what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be straight, even when the person's narrow. Okay, but you never heard someone say it's not fair when they're went. That's true. You got a point. That's true. I agree. These are all thoughts. What are thoughts? Thoughts don't mean anything. Anyways, it's just thoughts. These the human mind that's stuck and trapped in these weird concepts. I wonder, where do we learn it? Where does it come from? I realize it comes from a broken person. It comes from that my phone might die. You know? And I get on here. Obviously, I am human. I am human, but I'm on this journey and path. Even to it was breaking up a little. I know. Oh, it's still breaking up. Even to the point where I need the light. Is it too bright? Even to the point where I'm Caribbean, so like small aspects of the thought process of what spirituality is and what that means, like small aspects of my learning and what I learned from all those things. Like, what did I learn about intuition from my mom and my dad? Yeah. What did I learn? I thought about that. What did they teach me? I mean, they teach you about God, but do they teach you the aspect of what that even means? Like, I don't know. Like, did they screw it on right? I mean, I'm not crazy, but I'm just saying, or maybe they didn't understand what that means. I you know, what I'm saying, I don't know. I'm thinking about that, and then I realized no, because they're humans. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be getting more into my intuition. I'm not about to be a whole psychic and everything, but you know what I'm saying? I am highly empathetic. I am highly sorry, guys. Oops. This is my like African, Haitian gear, home, whatever. Um, I am highly empathetic for us. I understand what people. This is why I said intuition is very important. When I was younger, I would understand people gaslighting me, lying to me. I would look at them in the face. I'm like, how long you gonna lie to me? You ever felt that way? The Ridgeway Report? Like you look at somebody, you know they lying. You just gonna let them lie to you. You're like, I know you lied, and I knew you lied to me last time. I just want to see how far you. I'm writing all these lies down. That's the intuition. That's like the psychic. That's you know. You don't need to go to school for that. You like, and they believe it, so they lie to themselves first before they even lie to you. But then sometimes we let them lie because then we lie. Like maybe I can believe you because I'm lying to myself. And then that's where the intuition starts to dwindle. Now you guys are straight in hell. I'd be like, how long did you practice? You really? I just be looking because I'm Aquarius. Then I got a Gemini aspect, so I'll be looking at like, okay, all right, okay, because then you need to double the time and try again. Yeah, you'd be looking at, they're lying, and people usually tell on themselves. They always. I don't know how to explain it. I've seen many times where people be like, I'll give you an example. Shit, what's a good example? Think of one. Oh yeah. I don't look through nobody's phone. Because if I look through somebody's phone, you might find something. They're telling you not to look through your phone. But looking through somebody's phone, if you're watching me, is not good. But they'll tell you what they've done before they do it. Like, that's a small micro one. What's a bigger one? They're usually telling themselves. They're just not smart. I mean, people think they're playing some massive manipulation game. And you realize That wasn't smart. You're trying to tell on yourself. You're doing something wrong, so we understand because you need to. Yeah. So it's like, at this point, it's like you think I'm stupid, but you gotta play stupid because you can't go crazy. So then this is where another part of the intuition could be weird because if you don't know how to direct your intuition, then what happens is that you could be letting off everywhere, and then you'll look crazy, and then they'll put you in a psych home where they tell stories where they lied to someone else and got away. Exactly. And I'm like, nah, I don't trust. They got away with it and it worked. And sometimes they forget their lie. Sometimes there's so many lies in between the lie, they forget it. But we let them in, so this is where the intuition comes in. So I realized, maybe in a weird way, that's why in this world you have to be very calm. You have to be very calm. You have to, and when people lie to me, I just look at them. I know they be lying. There's times where I've been to places where I used to do that. I've had where I went on a bus. I know the bus driver was lying to me. It sounds crazy. But I said, you just lied to me. And he looked at me like, but then I stopped doing that because he's like, oh, how does she know? Because I could sense, like, when somebody's lying, there's a movement they make. I don't know, there's like a look they do, or they think they aren't listening. Yes, they'll do that too. They'll do that too. Or they'll like misconstrue your words. They'll play with their like intellect. No. I didn't say that. No. Yeah. Well, this is a good conversation. Yeah. This is a good conversation. If you guys are out here manipulating the pure people, stop doing this. We're having conversation, okay? We're on to you people. Yeah. But there's some people, Ridgeway report, they don't know what to do with it. So what happens is that they find themselves in psych wards. And this is where you don't want to be. No, they did it. I know they did it. Man, that girl crazy. Now that's why you have to be calm in this world. You gotta just relax. Because relaxation will take you a long way. Because if you don't relax and you say, oh, my intuition told me, oh, you might find yourself in a place where you don't want to be. So you gotta just relax and let the people be what they want to be. And don't commingle. That's it. I've learned my lesson, but it's not even about them. It's about me. So I realize everything is about me. I am me. Yeah. So everything is never about no one else. This is why I don't trauma bond really online and tell people my business. And I think people should stop doing that too. It doesn't take us any closer to ourselves. It takes us further away because all you're doing is giving someone else the energy. Intuition is good, but body mastery is necessary. Yes. Ooh, you're right. Because we're not just the mind. We are everything else, right? Yeah, I agree. This is good stuff. From within, yep, to without, yep. As below, as above, all these other things. And everything is in reverse. Just remember that. So, guys, let's tap into the intuition. Trust in yourself. You are yourself. You know yourself. And don't give anyone power. You know one thing I learned about me? I don't gossip. That's giving power up. Gossiping is it's actually, if somebody was to hurt my feelings today, I wouldn't even talk about them. They would probably be talking about me, but yeah, that's energy for me. I got so much energy for it. So don't ever gossip. Gossip is like one of those things that's just so low vibrational. It's not good for your spirit at all. If you broke up with somebody, if somebody hurt you, if somebody took money from you, just leave it be. The body's how people will perceive you. The body is a temple. It is a temple. Draining, yes, it is draining. So you need to stay as light in this world. You have to be as light-hearted as possible. Not light as the aspect of the light blinding you, but your body needs to be light, so you won't be pulled down by these people in their own way of horribleness. Give the energy to someone. Give the energy to someone who you're right. And the more you talk about negativity is the more you feel it, you hear it, you see it, your senses know it. And your intuition starts to play games on you, because now when you start commingling in these type of energies, where are you, what are you attracting? Negative, positive energy suckers. Someone doesn't want it, someone else will take it. Facts, that's true. And that is true. So we have to be aware of the things that we do. You ever had a bad day and everything felt bad, like because you were so angry, and then it just followed you, and you're like, damn, I can't. It's you. You didn't leave it somewhere. So that's why I don't gossip, just because of that. Like, I mean, I might say maybe references like a Cardi B, but then I don't take it further than what it is. I don't gossip about people because that's so much energy, and that's like something I live by. It's one of my rules. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and it'll follow you, and you're so deep into it. And there's some people who stay in there forever, days, months, what do you call it, lifetimes, and they never get out of it. And I feel so bad for them, because what happens is that your body's creating an energy and then like a thought process, and then you actually become the negative spirit, and then all these other negative spirits will attach to the negative spirit, and we don't know what's down here, and then now you just might be the negative spirit. You might be the walking dead at this point. So the further down you go, it's a little hard to get up there. So just be careful. Even when I intentionally get out, it won't let me go. Yeah, that's all, because it has a hold on you. I don't know, for some reason, I need to like study that. Maybe I don't. Negativity is always such a stronger emotion, and heartbreak and all these other things. It's more of a stronger emotion than happiness. But I don't know, or maybe we just think that. It's a perception of what that is. So sometimes I have to take a nap and start over. I love naps. When I used to be like my so-called, I didn't know what my depression was, because I'm always so bubbly and happy. I thought naps was regular, but come to find out, girl, that's not right. You just taking a little too many naps. Like you just, something wrong. The naps is, but then in my mind, that's I thought the naps even is the same that I'll stop everything and just relax and leave that day as a loss. What's your meditation form? A meditation form, quietness. Quietness, and drawing. What's yours, Sherry? Share. Quietness and drawing. I nap daily. Well, that's a good. I mean, that that could be. You need that for rejuvenation. You definitely need it. I don't know. These celebrities be saying they don't need naps and they don't need sleep. Did you see Lil Wayne say he don't sleep? I mean, I'm not trying to gossip, but I'm like, that is not normal. Who said it's not so sleep? You gotta sleep. What is it? Better that you nap than binge eat, drink, or do drugs. Facts. That's so true. That's so true. Darkness and meditation. So you meditate in darkness, or you just like close your eyes? But you're right. It's better to binge eat, because then you start eating everything. I do, like, I'll close my eyes and I'll just be quiet, because no form of like conversation or words, and just be like, there's a thing, it goes ding, like the bell, or like the meditation that does that sound, and then I'm just like quiet, like calmness. Listen to me, if I ain't got meditation, what am I gonna do in this world? I need meditation. I need my art and my meditation, because they both heighten senses and sharpens intuition, removes fear. Ooh, I like you, Sherry. Charlie, would you remove fear? Help me, Sherry. I need help with this. Mine is walking meditation. That sounds good. Walking meditation is good too. Ooh, that is a good one. Are you walking into like thinking about something, because meditation takes form of no thought? How does that work? Tell me. Sherry, what do you do to remove the fears? I need help with that. I have, I'm not saying, I'm bounded by fear. I think I got better. But I feel like it's my mind. It's the mind. I don't want to say it's playing tricks on me, because it sounds psychopathic. The fear, I don't know if it came from a mother wound. Probably a mother wound. Oh my gosh, probably. I love my mama though. Oh, I love mommy. I love you, girl. I love you. She didn't know no better. Jesus Christ. It probably is like a mother wound or something. She gave me a lot of fear, but it was her fears. And now I'm highly empathic, and I'm sensing fears. I need to disassociate. I need to detach. I need to do this.
But walking meditation is good. That's a good, like, a good thing. I mean, quietness. Are you doing with music? Because I feel like talking helps, but then it's like the talking only helps. Let me see. Yes, walking is an action meditation because of the repetitive, or it's okay, repetitive. It opens the mind and allows thoughts to come in and out without associating with one or another. Yeah, that sounds good. Fear is usually placed on projected energies, and sometimes it's written in your body. That's why yoga helps. hmm Okay, thank you, Sherry, Charlie. Because you know what? I agree with you, Ridgeway Report. I just want to say that. I'm doing this therapy. And one of my therapists I don't believe in therapy, which sounds crazy, and I'm in therapy, the hypocrisy of it all. But I feel like I outsourced my brain, and that's why I'm in therapy. I'm telling you guys a lot. But she's a somatic therapist. So whatever feeling that I'm having, she can channel that to get me to help it bring it out. Because I don't really just believe in traditional talking therapy. I believe that the body signals other parts of you and everything like that. But I do believe that people project fears on me. But the problems, I wonder why I'm taking on the fear. This is where the empathetic comes in, but this is where the childhood comes in, and this is where the unhealed version of me comes in. So I'm observing that I can see this thing. You get what I'm saying? But I'm still living in it. So there goes the problem. She's a practitioner. That's good. I'd love to meet her. She's amazing. She's actually amazing. She's really good. She actually said that I should be a practitioner in what she does. But the problem is the knowing is okay, but it's the action in the knowing. So I can know all day, but if I'm not taking action in the knowing and I'm cycling, there goes the problem. So then I thought about intuition. Intuition needs to be heightened because I haven't listened to my intuition. I've let it slip away from me. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I draw. It slows down my brain. It makes me think of different thoughts. It's like, oh, I've been ignoring intuition, you know? So fear was a big thing. I've seen fear, but then I've had projected energies put pressure on me, which gives me fear. And I realize it's because I haven't let go. And letting go can be fearful. So, damn. You're taking the fear because you care for people, and letting it go is like letting go of the person. It's the mistake people make that makes them stuck in a loop. Ah. Sure, you got a page? Oh man, you like yoga too? The Ridgeway Report. I didn't know you like yoga. Damn, I learned new things. I didn't know you like yoga. You be big and everything, you know. Sherry, you got a page? If you got a page, girl, I am following. Okay, because you seem like you already got it. You already you sensing your ears sound open, your nose sound good, your eyes sound. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own way. I do headstand. And, oh, really? Oh, that's what the hell? You was taking the 200, 500 yoga classes and stuff? Maybe you should do that. That'll be good. That. You should give the Ridgeway Report and yoga time. Damn, you be killing it. Yoga time with the report? Oh, man. I'm telling you. They would love it. They would eat that up, okay? I think you should do it. You would eat it up. People like crazy stuff like that. Did you? I was seeing a real estate agent. He was mixing poetry with real estate. I said, wow. The poetry was so beautiful too, like the way he described the house in the poetic version. Yeah, Sherry, Charlie, listen to me. Come up with a page, okay? Because we need this, okay? You could help people in this world. We need this. Wake up the spirits of the world, okay? Wake them up. They need the awakening. It's very slow process, but I'm telling you, I feel like you can do it. I really believe that. I'm not just telling you that. So don't closet yourself. Give the world what they need. I feel like when people are like that, it's just they understand information. You too, Ridgeway Report, like Ridgeway Report. I feel like you can't close yourself off because there's more work to be done. There's more work to be done. Yeah. And maybe this, I know there's bad and good. There's good people in this world. there's bad people in this world, you know? And it would be nice, you know? I guess, I mean, do you think the concept of heaven and hell, what does that even mean? I don't even know. This is a, I mean, we could be happy, but you need anger, right? So that's the hellistic part of you. I'm confused with that concept. I don't know. Will there always be negativity in this world? Is there such a thing as a perfected world, or am I just an illusion? I understand I could be there, villain in someone's story. Yes, I've been villains in people's story. But listen to me. I think I had my Saturn return. I stopped that. You know. Listen, let me tell you about my past. I don't think I was the nicest girl ever. I'm gonna be honest with you. But guess what? For some reason, I had my Saturn return. It got me on my ass. I don't know. Something about it changed. It's like a true awakening. I stopped drinking. I stopped doing a bunch of stuff. It wasn't drinking that was the problem. I just started doing excessive stuff. And then, I don't know. I didn't care for the things I used to care for. There's different levels of hell. You should look into that. Really. The concept of that. I don't. And that's something to think about. The word no puts you automatically in villain. Because you make a person feel a certain when you say no. Boundaries. People hate boundaries. You never realize. I don't want to say the light beam because it sounds weird. The stars that are activated, right, in this world, I feel like they go through a lot. Okay, they go through a lot. People are trying to dim their light, trying to break them apart. It's like they need you, but they hate you at the same time. How does that work? What kind of stuff is that? I never heard of these stories in my life. Maybe I'm projecting. I could be projecting. That's what most people do when you're happy, when you're glad at work, when you come with a smile. They be like, "Damn, I hate that chick. Why she always smile? What the hell is it to be happy for?" You be like, "Damn, just smile. I mean, life is good." So you can be kind, but villain is just another word for antagonist. Oh yeah, that is so true. So this is why we need people like you guys to change the trajectory of what that even means. Like, you have your financial, right? And then, everybody else has an opinion. And Sherry, you put your stand and your flip on it, right? Boom, boom, boom. Because energy is money too. But then it's like, not all money is good money, right? Like, you know, I, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you love for the money, right? But then the world we live in is like, do you got to do bad things for a piece of change? Then you find yourself going to work and you don't like it. Is that hell? Like, is that a hellistic place to be? So are you living in the true essence? Or maybe there's a prize at the end. Maybe that's why you have to do something you love, even if there's something you don't love. I think the villain is someone who intentionally hurts you, just not just does something that hurts. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's true because um, consciously hurting you or just strategically hurting you versus like being ignorant. It's a hell state when someone is stuck in their own trauma and no integration. Sorry, when they see someone with it, they want to project energy and drag them out. I feel like this has been happening my whole life, but that's people. We all do that, right? I don't do that. Do I do that? I have to think about that. I probably did some painful stuff, but I don't remember. Okay, so listen to me, guys. Limbo is the receptive state of self-sabotage. That is true. I agree with that. You're good. You're good. You guys are all good. And I think people call us villains, but we aren't. Right? But energy is like, okay, I agree. I'm thinking about this. Have I been a villain in people's story? I probably have. Have I hurt them first? Probably not. But that's only from the perception of what I see. You get what I'm saying? But now that I'm on the nice straight line of life, I believe that I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I've been doing this, like consciously thinking about not to hurt people or do certain things, I feel like everything works out way better. It's like better. Luck is better. I might not have all the money in the world, but certain things don't happen to me. Versus, I'm not saying bad things happen to other people, but they always have a story. There's always something negative. And not saying you want nothing negative to happen to people, but you can see how you've been a little off. Your spirit is a little off. I can understand where everything else could be a little off. But then you would tell them, but it doesn't help because it might be just wasting your time. Because if people don't want to be evil, they're going to be wanting evil anyway. So I understand that because I went through my Saturn return. And before that, was I listening? I don't even know if I was having these conversations. So I get how I can see people by seeing myself. You get what y'all get what I'm saying? You could see yourself and be like, okay. But I don't think I've ever projected pain onto people. But I've seen people hate other people for just being them. You don't even need money. You don't even need to be beautiful. You don't even have to have better clothes. You just have to be yourself. And they don't like it. I never seen something so crazy in my life. Never seen something, but oh my God. I said, damn. You don't have to have nothing to be somebody be jealous of you. So you know the world is crazy. The world is crazy. So I realized that. But then it's like you gotta be calm. You gotta be very calm. Become yourself. Become your affirmation, not just say them. Music helps as well. It opens up hypnosis and trains the self. Repression is giving you a trance and subconscious program. They want your happiness. You're right. I agree with everything. The Ridgeway Report, no, Sherry, you're right. I do say affirmations. I actually remind myself I need to be up. You gotta get up, girl. Don't forget that. I'm on your side. They want your happiness. It's like, but they can never obtain the happiness. So what's the point of trying? I think they want power within that. Like, I mean, I feel like people want power. But Sherry, this is good stuff. Sherry, do you have a page? I think you need a page to give the people the good works. Give the people the... Oh, do you guys watch Dolo? You should watch him. He's really good. Damn, I would tag him in there. They think what you have brings you happiness, so they try to take it. That is true. I've had somebody do, though. See, I don't want to reference people because that's... Yeah, she ain't watching. But, tell me, like, I was an artist. I'm like, ooh, you know, God, I draw now. She's like, I draw too. I'm like, when did you draw? We've been friends for this long. I didn't know you draw. I never did this girl draw, but all of a sudden now I draw, she draw too. Not saying it could be a coincidence. It could be a coincidence. But then in a weird way, she made me feel like I was stealing her gift. But I didn't know she drew, and I knew nothing about the drawing. I don't know. I thought it was so awkwardly weird. I'm like, am I sensing that you're making me feel that I took something that you never told me about? And then it's like, I never seen you draw in my life. And I was like, okay, let's draw together. But that's not what she wanted to do either. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is real. Not knowing happiness comes from within. Exactly. Okay, then I'm gonna take it. You have to do your page for real. In real life, I'll follow. Just come on here. I will definitely follow. And the retreat, happiness really definitely comes within. I mean, she was a hater, but see, I'm so like understanding, but she was going through something. So I get it. Her family member died, so I get it. She was a villain that understood and turned into a parasite. But you know, it's okay. Love within the love of the love. That's the first time I ever pointed somebody out in my life, really. But in the midst of that, I still understand where the pain comes from. Even when people become parasitic, you know? Even when I don't understand it, I could see where the ugliness comes from. I feel like in my life, I've been here and I'm like the middle person. I don't know if it's Aquarius in me. I can see both perspectives. I'm non-biased, but the Aquarius always wants to ghost. So I do ghost, but I'm always trying to understand the why, you know? Both sides of the coin. But a villain is a villain, right? You know, a person that sees you drowning and be like, wait, you're drowning? Okay. All right. And they see you drown and tell your parents, damn, I couldn't even get her. Scary. I always think about that. Oh, scary. Is that what happened to Nolan? I hope that way isn't it? That's why I don't want to talk about stuff like that, but hang out with people who really love you or really care for you, because in real life, if they're not your friends, they could care less about you. That's with anything. If you're at a job, hang with the people that like you versus the people that don't like you. You're gonna have to interact with the people that don't like you, but then you have to learn how to deal with them too. Usually, when they talk to me, I'm mute. They're like, I didn't know you talk. Yeah, I'm mute. I don't talk. I don't talk. I don't talk. And so there's nothing really to give. You can't take and get because I don't talk. I'm mute. I don't talk. But then I'm a chatterbox in real life. They'd be like, damn, I didn't know you talk. Yeah, I talk, but I don't talk with you. I got nothing to give. But thank you guys for being on here and listening to me chatter. And guys, creativity wins. Since I found creativity, I found my spirituality. I found a sense of myself. I feel like my creativity has really, when I felt like nothing understood me in a weird way, I feel that. I used to feel excessively alone in a weird way. Thinking like, damn, am I, but then I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Nobody's ever alone in real life, you know, but I share my thoughts with my art, and then like I like show them to people. So then I share it, and then I feel like, oh, there are people that understand me. So you're never alone. When you see someone without who you forgave, it's not always you. Their emotional state and their attitude usually resets you to that same emotional state. So learn to move on from people's approval. I agree. It's the approval, right? It could be. Yeah, it is. I believe that. But what wound is that? I wonder. Is it childhood wounds? Why do we see things like that? I want to understand that. What am I? That's why I need to observe more. I'm observing, I'm doing it, and then you jump into it. Ridgeway, why are we jumping into it? Sherry, why are we jumping into this? I need to understand. This is the problem. Why are we jumping into the militia? The war zone. Let me go see. Why are we jumping into it? Why? I want to see my kid is sweating. Well, guys, my kid will be up to, thank you, the Ridgeway Report, and Sherry. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for being on here. And thank you for watching and looking at my art, okay? I love everybody. Be yourself. Be creative. Live in your truth. And love your goddamn self. Bye. Ridgeway Report. Everybody watch at the Ridgeway Report. And Sherry, that's why you have to face your fears. You already know why. You just have to become the one who overcame. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Sherry, listen to me. Next time you come on here, I hope you got a page. I really do believe that. Share it to the world. Share it to the world, because this is so true. I think you've, both of you guys, just two different prospects, two different thought processes, gave me some information. Like if we share information, we can take little bits of this, little bits of that, and we work together, and then we just fly. I don't know what kind of flying. Eagle, bird, I don't know. Hawk, I don't know. Maybe a lion, I have no idea. But this is really good for us in real life. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I think I need this conversation. Crap, I almost busted my ass. I need this conversation. Hello. Oh, hi. Oh, foreign girl. How you doing? Yes, follow her too. She's on her weight loss journey. You know what I'm saying? She's on her weight loss journey, doing her goddamn thing. Ooh, Ridgeway Report. He exercises a lot. And Sherry is really intuitive, like working into it. I feel like you're really good with your intuition. I don't know. I feel like you are. Safari, what do you think about intuition before I leave? Like, how do you listen to your intuition? If you could answer, if you're still on here, how do you listen to your intuition? Or is yours like mine is at a 70 percentile, not 50? I don't know what number mine is. Mine 70? Oh. I'm working on mine. If you do want to answer, but I do appreciate you guys coming on here. I think I needed this. I needed this because I feel like I've been working on my intuition for a while, and there's something that I'm missing. Yeah, and these helped. Thanks for your shout out. Listening to your first thought of the first thought of consciousness. Okay, listening to your first thought of conscious. Gosh, damn, but we be ignoring that. I guess you're right. Listen to your first thought, but innately we ignore the thought. And then, damn, so I guess society's best value is to listen to your conscious and, like Sherry said, overcome your fears of maybe, of situations. Then the Ridgeway report is, he said a lot of amazing things. People can be villains in your story. Don't listen to them because they don't mean anything. So this all makes sense. This all makes sense. Will we apply this? Will I do this? I mean, not we. I guess society, because we all have to deal with it in smaller magnitudes. Even to the smaller aspect of it, the trolls. When you have trolls online, and they don't matter in real life. But then when you have the bigger people in your family, your life, it's not saying no that you fear, it's what you lose after saying no. So overcome it, overcome that. You're right. You're right. Ooh, thank you. I like that. That sounds good. I'm gonna overcome that. You know what? Sometimes you don't know what information you get from people. That's how I ended up leaving my ex, to stop questioning that loud first thought. Gosh, that sounds so good. Sorry, it sounds good. It sounds so good, but it's real. But it's the action. It's the action. It's the action within that. So I guess that's why I'm actually doing this thing where I actually try to listen to my intuition. Not even try. I'm pretty empathic, so I know it's there. And I know when people are gaslighting me. I know when people lie to me, but I take it on, write it down and act on it. You're right. You got a point. It's listen to me, it's like being an actor in your own story. You're walking around and you come to somebody's house, right? And then all of a sudden when you come to their house, they start shooting you. And then you get up and you go sit on their couch for a long time. Why are you on their couch? You just got shot. But then I think about it. You know it. But then as humans, we do it. So I've done it. So it's I'm not saying humans. I've done it. I don't want to blame it on humankind because some people haven't done it. But you're right. I'm taking all this good stuff in. And this is why I'm doing this intuition thing. I'm going back into my childhood and seeing where I rejected my intuition many times. And I would still go into it, not understanding that, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Or maybe it's something that I wanted. That's why they said be careful what you want, because you might, some people, I knew somebody, or maybe, can I give an example of myself maybe? Sometimes you want something more, and then you're not realizing that you're trading it for something bad, and then you are just like the person. So you got to be careful what you trade in for that too. It's like you're running with the devil. You're swimming with it, and then you realize, oh yeah, or it could be simple. I like the sex. Simple. I like the money. I'm not like that, but people like money. And then sometimes you're trading off for something else that's not good. Stop carrying people's hurt. This is the truth. Thank you. Thank you very, Sherry. Charlie, thank you very much. That is so true. Yeah, but how do you stop being empathic? Is that just a thing? That's a lie. Because I feel like since I was younger, I could feel emotions. And I hate it. But then I realized, am I tapping into psychisms? You get it? So I have to be better. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here.